What is up, YouTube? 4 Leaf Cards here. Hey, thanks for clicking. Today's going to be a goals and a little bit of a card show off. So mostly stimulated by stimulated by a bunch of people, but mostly stimulated by Mick over at Dead Centered. So he's having a little contest, wants to see goals and some cards. And so I thought, you know what? I've been meaning to sit down and do my goals, and so I appreciate that, Mick, for just pushing me over the edge. I've been kind of thinking about it, but I haven't written anything down. And you got to remember, a goal that is not written down is just a wish, not a goal. So you got to write them down, got to see them, got to have them, got to see if you can check them off. So that being said, I'm going to take out my 2021 goals. I did a little Wade Boggs drawing there. I was really getting into doodling at that point. And number one, have fun. I think we can check that one off. It's been a great last year. Just having so much fun. Busy. I wish I probably should put that as a goal. I haven't been commenting back on a lot of your comments, and I apologize for that. It's just been life crazy. I've been having a hard time just watching everybody's videos. And I don't have as much windshield time as I used to. I used to watch a lot of videos as I was driving, and then I could comment, when I got where I was going, but now schedule's changed. But anyway, 40 doodles, I think we blew past that one. I think I had a contest where everybody was a winner, and I drew like 20 just for that. Anyway, so I think we did that one. 60 TTMs. We probably close, but didn't get there. I sent a lot of the doodles off, which would count. And I kind of lost steam on TTMs here recently, and I want to bring that back. The other part with the TTMs is I don't want to just send TTMs out just for TTMs, just like anybody that signs. I kind of did that. I got burnt out, and so I want to be a little bit more deliberate with that, but I still want to do some more TTMing. Number 4, sell something. I did that, but I sold like 3 cards, and that's it. So that's about the extent of my selling. And I think it's just going to stay that way. I'm not even going to put it as a goal. At least I did it once. We'll see what happens in the future. 50 cards for kids with cancer care packages. We hit that. I wanted another hospital, but man, I've reached out to like 3 or 4 now, and they're all like, no, we don't really want that. You crazy, weird card guy. Which is strange because I have a whole like multi-page, semi-professional thing that I send out with it. So it's not like I'm just like, hey, you want some cards? It's got an explanation of what we do and why we do it and what's in each package and all that stuff. But anyway, Ted Williams playing day card. I did, and I'll show that off. I did get some I got a Ted Williams. I don't know if it's a card, but it's this one of the salutation, but I'll show it off. 5 Red Sox team sets. Excuse me, I did not do that. I just lost steam on that. I kind of talked about that the other night in my live stream. That to me is very boring. It's a goal that I want to finish, but it's boring. Because I'm not building them. You're buying them for the most part. And building them to me is not exciting either because you're chasing around a bunch of, kind of common guys. But so I want to do that, but it always falls to the bottom. So I think I'm going to see that on my goals list for like the rest of my life. But anyway, and maybe I should drop that down to something more like realistic, like 1, and then just do it. Because what happens with my goals, I tend to get hot and heavy right out of the gate, and I check a lot of them off early. And then I'm kind of like done, and then I just wander around aimlessly picking up all kinds of cards for the rest of the year. But anyway, 2018 Gallery Master Set. I made a big chunk of that. This last COMC order should get me with either finished or within a card or 2. I can't remember. So for all intents and purposes, we're pretty much there. And then finished 3 partial sets. And that's stuff that's taking up space in my double row boxes. I have a little organization scheme here, and I need to clear some of those out and put them in a single, finish the set and put it in a single row box, and or just a box. And I need to do that. So you're going to see that back on the list. So let's not, I'll bring the 2022 goals up at the end. Let's show some cards because that's what Mick wants to see. Now, he said, show us your top 3 cards, and you just can't do that to me, man. And then he said, well, if you got more cards, show me. Well, you can't do that either because I got boxes of my favorite cards. So I tried to be good, but I hope you guys want to see some cards here. It's probably going to be a little bit longer video, but I hope you enjoy. I kind of have them categorized here into different categories here. So let's do this one. This is like my favorite trade. Man, this is from Lou Rock, and I don't trade much, so it might even be my only trade. But anyway, this is a Carlton Fisk autograph with the relic in there. It's got a little shine to it. It's just a really awesome card. And see, this is from Lou Rock TV. Numbered out of 50. And I believe the story is I think he pack pulled this. It's like a case hit basically, and it's just a really cool story that pack pulled from Lou and traded it. And in that trade came this Manny Ramirez in-person autograph from his dad. And it's funny because they're Yankees fans, so his dad, as a joke, would go and get all the Red Sox autographs and give them to Lou there. And this was like his he was giving them away, you know, like, okay, I got to get rid of these Red Sox out of my my thing. And I think that he said this was the last one he had left, so he was kind of holding on to Manny there. So sorry for the glare there. So those were cool, man. Those are in like my permanent collection. Some cool ones that I have sent out. Now, this is my favorite. Number 1, love Wade Boggs. Number 2, love the 83 set. So when you put Wade Boggs in the 83 set, that's potentially one of my favorite cards ever. I'm not sure I like him just standing there on base, but it's one of my favorite cards. This is one of our first TTMs we sent out. So an autographed 83 Wade Boggs, one of my favorite ones ever sent out. Now this one, I searched a long time for a Nolan Ryan card, and I couldn't afford, a rookie card or whatever. But this card to me is clean. I like the color, so it's colorful, but classy. And I just, out of all the cards I saw of Nolan Ryan's, and I looked a lot, I thought, man, this one would look pretty darn sweet autographed. And it gives you that rookie card kind of, reminiscent of it, but, definitely not the price. But I love this. I love the card, like the design. And, man, he put the autograph right in a nice spot. Just beautiful card. I'm glad I sent that one out. This one, here's one of my, this is in my box, and I probably should have it in more than just a penny sleeve. My favorite card from this is my actual card. This is not like you can go out and buy these for 50 cents or whatever, but this card, 87 was the first year that I got in. McGuire was flaming hot. Everybody was into it. And all the kids on the bus were trying to jockey to get Mark McGuire. This was a pack pull for me. This is the actual card that was mine, and I was never trading it. And so it has been in my collection for, it was 87. So 87 till now. It's made it across a bunch of trips and hasn't got all beat up. It's in good shape, but that's my favorite one from my kid collection. I have a whole bunch of boxes I need to go through, so maybe I'll find some other ones in there. Purchases, and we did talk about this. I should take it out of this sleeve here. Junky old sleeve. Talked about this 39 to 46 Salutation Ted Williams. I bought this at the National. And I love this. I got to get the glare out of that lamp above us here. It's just simple, but it says a lot to me. With the swing, look at his hips turned out. Just everything's just beautiful. It's a beautiful swing. It's a simple card, and I just love that. So there's other ones that I probably could get, that I need to get, whatever. But I picked that one up. I just love the look of it. Okay, some other ones that I bought. My favorite ones, man. That was my favorite card as a kid, even though I wasn't an A's fan. Oh man, the Ricky Henderson rookie. Holy smokers. Excuse me. So this was one of the first cards I ever bought getting back into the hobby for like $20. Really good deal. This was this one I'm proud of. This is like one of my best buys. This is a Patrice Bergeron EX out of 63. Beautiful card. I love acetate. It's got some shine on it. And I think I got this for like $3 or something crazy. These are so rare. So rare. That's a Mangini card. I got it for $3. Like literally. So really good buy, man. I can't believe that was there. One of my favorite funny cards, because you guys know I collect funny cards. This has to be the ultimate funny card, right? It's the Keith Comstock, ball in the crotch. And the story there, that's super glued in there. So if you haven't heard the story, super glued in there. They wanted to take a picture. The camera guy was like, no. And Comstock at the time was like, there's a bunch of like 20-year-old guys that all thought this was funny. Comstock was, I don't know at the time, was probably like 30 or whatever. He's like kind of the veteran. And the guy, he walked up to the camera and he said, basically, if you don't take this picture, you're not getting anybody's picture, or whatever. Like, you got to do this. And the guy's like, fine. So he super glued it in on there and then made the face, took the picture. And that is history, man. I mean, history. I always love this card. I just love Jim Rice doesn't get a lot of love, a lot of hobby love, but Jim Rice as a Red Sox fan, Jim Rice was a big guy for me, man. So growing up, it was Jim Rice, Wade Boggs, early on, and this card to me is just it's hard to show on the camera, but it's like acetate. So him on the acetate with the autograph. So it's an on card, and then it's over like a thick card, so it creates like a shadow box of the picture. So this is behind, and to me, the design of this card is what really gets me. And this is just an example of it. I think that this is a purple one, numbered out of 50. And I think they have other versions of this, but the design of this card is just phenomenal. I'm not sure I love the purple, but it'd be pretty cool and maybe a red or something. But that's what the budget allowed, and that was pretty cool. Now, this was the first big fish that I picked up. For me, big fish. I mean, budget. I probably have a big budget, but I blow it on a lot of like cheap stuff. But anyway, this was the first card I bought. Let's say over $100. Like, man, I wouldn't. Basically $10 was my max, maybe 20. Well, that Ricky Henderson I think was 20, but that's maybe 30, So anything over 100 is a big fish for me. I've been trying to change that a little bit, but I'm resistant to that change. But this was the first big fish I got, and it's one of my favorite cards of all. If I had to really pick three, this would probably be in the top three. I bought it just before things started getting stupid, and so I got it in a 6. Man, I can't even remember what I paid for it, but it was under 200, and it's definitely not under 200 now. So just absolutely crazy. And I was like a little kid when this came in. I think I opened it right in the truck there. There might be a video on that somewhere, but just in really good shape. Beautiful 6. Just a beautiful card. Man, oh man, oh man. Beautiful cards. That's why we do this. How about some pack pulled stuff? You guys want to do some pack pulls? Pack pulls. Okay, here's for you basketball guys. I was, this is a little off-centered, I think, but I was having some adult beverages one night and doing some painting. And who was it? I think it was Slob's baseball collecting, whatever he called himself now. But Slob was like, I was like, oh, I got some of this 2019 Prism basketball. I got a bunch of it. I should open one. And I was like, nah, I'm kind of drunk and, paint everywhere. And Slob's like, nah, open it up, man. So I opened it up and I pulled this orange ice Ja out of Prism. So, and Ja looks like he might have a little bit of an MVP year going if he keeps it up. He's doing really well. So he was hot in the market. When I opened this up, this was like a $400 card, and it came down, and then I don't know, it might go back up. This was I still remember that night. I shouldn't remember that night, but I do. So there's a Ja. Oh, this is these are the two. The original, the good stuff. Billy Ripkens. I bought a box of 89. I opened it all up one night. That was the first night I ever binged a box. I used to open like a pack or two a night just to kind of keep me busy. And then I was like, oh, I'll open a pack or two. And then I opened 5 and 6 and 10. And next thing you know, the whole box is there. And I did not find any of these. And I was like, son of a gun. So I went right back to the place, basically. I said, give me another box of that. And I was just looking for the card. Didn't matter what variation it was. And I always open a pack when I get back in my truck. And I opened the first pack. And boom. And I was like, oh my God. I went back in the store. I was like, give me a top loader. I got to put this in a top loader. Got it right out of the first pack. And then I opened the rest of the box. Once I got this one, I was like, okay, we could slow down. But I opened the rest of the box and there was 2 in there. So absolutely crazy story there. Pack pull. This was one I was just looking to stretch my legs. I popped into a Walmart, grabbed 1 pack of Allen and Ginter, 2019 Allen and Ginter, and I pulled out this Mike Trout stained glass, and supposedly, I don't think it's numbered, but I think there's only 25 of these. And this is 2 varieties. There's him in a red jersey out of 25 and this white jersey. So this is it's a separate thing. So I guess technically they're 2 different pictures, but the other red one's out of 25 as well. And the odds of pulling this in one pack, just a stop to stretch your legs at Walmart, is just absolutely crazy. And there's a video on that somewhere too. And then these are some pack pulls. I think Mick, you might enjoy. Here's a gold Acuna and the super short print. I think this is short print or super short print, but I forget what they call it. Something about red jersey or red and blue jersey or. But these are both pack pulled. So hopefully Acuna gets back and starts smashing. A couple more left, and then we'll go over my goals. I know it's a long video. I know. Sometimes you need a long video. I've been trying to keep them all under like 8 minutes or whatever. These are going to be things that I've won. And this is from Rick Vintage Oddball Tessero. Was it 1918 or 1914? I can't remember the date on this. I gotta do a better job of that. I should write this on the back of this cardboard or something, so I remember it better. But these are like cloth things, and kids would get these, and then their moms would sew them and make a little blanket for them. Just really cool. So I won this. Rick had a contest. I won that. So that's in my forever collection. This one. I love this card. And it wasn't really a contest win, I guess. But one day Stoff was like, hey, I got this card. I think he pulled it. I want to say he pulled it. He's going to... Stoff, if you're watching, you got to let me know again. I got to get the story right. I'm getting old. But I think he pulled it and he sent it off, or he bought it and sent it off for grading. And then he's like, why did I do that? Like, it's not... Mookie's not his guy. And he's like, does anybody want this? And I was like, heck yeah, I want that. Mookie's my guy, man. I'll take it if you're just going to throw it away. And it's a 2019 Topps Chrome. It's numbered 50, so that's Mookie's number. It's just like an oddball card, but it's like a gold refractor. It's numbered out of 50. And the funny thing about this card, so there's even more of a story, that it took Stoff like months, like 6 months, 7 months. And I was always joking. And again, it's a free card, so I wasn't being serious. But I was like, oh yeah, sure, I'll get that in the mail one day. And then it's like, hey, is that card, did you put it in the trash? What happened? And I joked around quite a bit with it for months and months and months. I had fun joking around with it, so it was worth it. But, excuse me, I need a glass of water. I'm talking too long. And finally it showed up, and I was like, oh my God. And I grabbed it, and I opened a bunch of mail, and I put it back in the bubble mailer to keep it safe so I didn't drop it or whatever. And then I kind of cleaned up, and I literally put this in the recycle bin. And I forgot that I had put it back in the bubble wrapper. And then the next, 2 days later, I was like, where did that Mookie go? Man, that's like one of my favorite cards. And I was like, oh my God. And it was like literally the day before the recycling went out. So like if I had waited another day, it would have been shredded in the recycling pile. So holy moly, that card's got a lot of stories, and it made me sick to my stomach when I couldn't find it. So that card comes with a lot of stories. Last one from the winners pile. This one of my favorites is this one from Mick. I won this up. Man, this was a long time ago, Mick. I think it was your 100 subscriber contest, maybe. It was a long time ago, and Mick had sent over some rugby cards and this Acuna from when Acuna played down in Australia with the Melbourne Aces. And I haven't seen this one out and about. It seems, to be a fairly rare card, and it's from 2018. He played down there. He's got 2017 stats, so 2018. It'd kind of be like a pre-rookie card or something like that, but just really cool thing that not many people have. So I'm super glad to have it in my collection, and super glad that it came from Mick, and I wanted to show that off, especially seeing how Mick is having this contest. And the last one I've got is a recent story with G's Mikey. I went to the National. I got my $10 eBay bucks, and G's Mikey, I was showing it off, and I didn't cover up the thing, and G's Mikey grabbed the numbers and bought a 58 Topps Nelly Fox All-Star with it. And so he emailed me and said, hey man, I got to give you $10 back. I stole your money. And I said, don't worry, man, just get the card. And then I went out and got the same card. He got his for $10. But I decided if I'm going to have a story with it, I'm going to have a banger. And I went out and got this in a 7. So just one of my favorite cards because of the story, really. I mean, it's a cool card. I love these All-Stars. I also have one that I bought off of Purple GT, a Warren Spahn. So I got some nice little stories built around this 58 All-Star card, and this is just another great story. So thanks, G's Mikey. If you didn't steal my code, I would not have this awesome card in my collection. So things always work out for the better, especially if you choose to make them work out for the better. So there's all my cool cards. I took up your time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And let's get into my 2022 goals. No crazy doodle on this one. It's in a smaller card, but that's okay. So number one, I think again, have fun. I mean, if you're not having fun, then why the heck are we doing any of this, right? So number one's always got to have fun. Number two, I'm dropping my doodles down. They took a lot of time, and I don't know. I'm having a hard time. For some reason, I don't have much hobby time these days, so I got to drop some things down. So 20 doodles, I think it's doable. I mean, when you're setting goals, you gotta set up. If I put 50 again, I don't know if I'd get that. But 20 seems reasonable. The other thing too is I'm kind of running out of people to doodle as well. You never run out of people, but I want to make sure I get most of the Hall of Famers done, and I know there's a lot of them, but I want the ones that have signings or TTM. So number 3, 30 TTMs. I think that's a reasonable goal, especially if I can get most of those doodles out as TTMs. I got to find some TTM targets. We'll see what happens with that. So my big fish, I guess, is one Hall of Famer that's before 1950. So basically a pre-war Hall of Famer. maybe something in the 40s. We'll see what happens. But pre-war Hall of Famer. And again, big fish for me is probably something over $100. But I'd like to maybe do something in the $200 range. It's about all my budget's going to allow if I keep doing all this other stuff, all these retail things I keep buying. I don't know why. Number 5, 1 Diamond Star. I just want to have an example. And I've got my eye on some Red Sox and maybe some Hall of Famers, whatever. But just 1 Diamond Star. Trying to keep my goals, achievable. I put the 5 Red Sox team sets on there again. I don't know if we'll get 5. We'll see. Maybe I probably should have put 3. But you know what? Let's try for 5. Got to get that going. I got to make some progress on it. Number 7, finish 3 partial sets. I got to do that too. It's just a logistics thing. I'm going to move some of these sets out because I'm starting to build some of these other newer sets. I'm building a lot less sets, if that makes any sense. When I started, it was like, I'm going to build every set there is. I was buying a lot of retail. It was too much. I got burnt out. So I kind of took a break from sets, and that's why I didn't get that done. That done last year. It was just kind of doing singles and stuff, and there was hardly any retail to get. So, and then 50 care packs for Cards for Kids with Cancer. I think that's a good goal. We did that last year, and I want to keep that. I don't want to lower that for sure. Just a matter of getting packs to put in there. So, and I want to do another hospital or something, but I don't want to put that as a goal because it's so deflating. I don't know if we'll get another hospital. I'm sure they're out there, but I can't believe that the couple that I've talked to just won't. They're just not. They're like, no, we don't want cards. Now, I don't know if they think we're like a crazy weird guy, but anyway, you know what? Let's put on there. We're gonna get another hospital. We're gonna do it. 1 new hospital. Because if I don't write that down, then I'm just going to give up and say, they all don't want it. We're going to find one this year, and we're going to give them some care packages. I guess I can't have, originally I thought, well, maybe if I had 10 hospitals, but if I do that, then each one will only get 5 care packages if I do 50. So, if we split, if we do like 30 to one and 20 to another, I think that might be okay. So let's go with that as a goal. So there's the goals. We got kind of one big fish. We got some gaps there that we're working on, Mick, and we're approaching 30 minutes. So I'm gonna shut her down from here. Man, I appreciate you if you've watched through this and checked out all my cards and my goals. Definitely appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. I don't say it enough. Well, I probably do say it every video, but I'm feeling bad about not commenting back on all your comments. It's something that I usually do, and again, I've been busy, so I apologize for that, and I'm going to try to do better with that too. I should put that as a goal, but anyway, appreciate everybody, appreciate your time. I love all the folks in the hobby. I mean, everything's just been going great, all the love that's been flowing around, and can't wait to do more of that in 2022. The National, unless somebody dies or something, I'll be at the National, so I didn't even need to put that as a goal. Hopefully we'll see some of you at the National in Atlantic City. Hopefully this Corona thing will be gone, or at least down enough again that we can do that. And that's all I got. Here's to a great 2022. And as always, if you guys are opening anything, best of luck to you. Don't forget to collect to connect. And as always, have an awesome day.